The Elwynn Forest is one of the most original and iconic zones. If you're planning to make an alliance character in World of Warcraft Classic, you most likely are going to be leveling up in this area. Personally, when I make a new Night Elf or Dwarf character, I get to level 6, then run straight to Stormwind City just so I can level up in this zone. That is why I'm going to give you 5 tips to leveling up in the Elwynn Forest. Now, before I give you these tips, you might be thinking to yourself, why do I need tips for an area of the game that's catered towards new players? Usually levels 1 through 20 are the easiest to level up in World of Warcraft, but if you start playing within the first couple of months, competing against other players is going to make it one of the toughest parts of the Classic WoW leveling experience. Classic WoW leveling isn't as smooth as retail, and because of this, you might find yourself bouncing back and forth between the zone like a teenage girl lead in a CW show who can't choose between a werewolf and a vampire boyfriend. And the last thing you want to do is go to an area of the map twice when you could have knocked 2 birds out with 1 stone by planning ahead of time. Tip number 1. Once you reach Goldshire, you will find yourself 3 quests leading into the Fargo Deep Mines. Collect them, but don't go yet. Follow the road to the west and eventually you will see a farm off the side of the road. Go to the farm and talk to Auntie Bernice Stonefield, then run past the mine to the southeast. You will find yourself on a new farm talking to the famous Billy McClure. While you're here, go to the house just south of the farm and talk to Maybelle McClure and grab her quest. These 2 quests will have you run back and forth between the farms. Eventually, one will lead to the other side of the map killing Murlocs, which you need for a future quest anyways. And Billy's quest will eventually ask you to go to the mines and slay Goldtooth. Now is the right time to travel deep within Fargo Deep Mines and kill Goldtooth alongside the other quests you got before. Once you finish up the mines, go back to your auntie and turn in the quest. Then, right next to her, speak to Ma Stonefield and grab her princess crest for when you go to the east side of the map. Now you can go back to Goldshire and turn everything in. Number 2. After the Fargo Deep Mines quest, Marshal Dughan will ask you to go to the Jasper Lode mine. All you have to do for this quest is run halfway through the mines and then run back out. Most players do this. If you find the confidence in yourself or just have another friend with you, keep grinding to the end of the mine. Here, you will find Mother Fang, a rare spawn that usually is there since nobody goes to the end to kill her. She has a pretty good chance to drop a level 5 green item chest, and even if you don't need it, you can trade it or sell it for something you do. Tip number 3. Once you turn in the Jasper Lode mine quest, you have the option to either go to Guard Thomas to the east or Deputy Rainer to the west. Both sides will give you equally hard quests to kill level 8 to 10 mobs, so it's entirely up to you to choose. But the best direction to go is west. You're going to have a tough time with those level of mobs, but if you head west, you can easily find a group to kill Hogger and collect some armbands while you're at it. Also, the gnolls have a good chance to drop the gold pickup schedule, which is another quest you can do on the east side of the zone. Tip number 4. In the northwest part of the zone, you'll find an area beneath a waterfall filled with Defias bandits. Between some groves and a river, there is a small house with a rare spawn inside. Her name is Morgan the Sly, and since there are no quests in this area, no one really goes here and she most likely will be there. She has a good chance to drop the Jeweled Dagger, which is a nice dagger for rogues. And since the stat on it is stamina, most classes who can wield daggers can find use for it as well. And if you don't want it, again, you can spam general and either trade it for something else or just sell it for a quick few silver. Tip number 5. You will find a lot of bandits throughout the zone. Any Defias mob that is level 8 to 10 has a chance to drop the Westfall deed. This deed will come in handy once you have to head to Westfall and will give you some quick experience once you finish the zone. So if you find some extra Defias bandits on your way to another quest, instead of avoiding them, just kill them for a chance of this item dropping. And those are my 5 tips for leveling up in the Elwynn Forest. There will be a lot of new players coming from retail, and since Classic lacks a built-in quest finder tool, I figured this might be of some use to players who aren't used to minimizing their client just to look up a quest on Thoughtbot or wow.alakazam. Let me know if you guys found these tips useful, and I might make other videos for other starting zones and maybe even higher level content. World of Warcraft Classic release in just a few months, and I'm so hyped up for this game. So leave a comment down below what you think about these tips or just the game itself. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe, and you might even become my 5th subscriber.